Yeah. Gotta roll up first before I start any talking.
Today's show is brought to you in part, of course, by Swisher Sweets.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me get my little pack showing. Swisher Sweets. You know
Yup.
what I'm saying? That's all we smoke.
The one and
Swisher,
only.
even though they don't endorse us, they just like, man, fuck you niggas. We ain't endorsing you niggas. Shit. Ever
They
since
may
they was
not
just like,
endorse us,
fuck
but we
you.
still use their product.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know what? They could have been like, you know what? We'll send you niggas some free cigars. They could have been cool like that. They didn't have to be like, no, man, we don't want to represent you at all. They have to be like that. But you know what? It's hard to turn into another different brand of smokage anyway. So you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. They sponsor me or not. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna smoke. Still gonna smoke those Swisher Sweets.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even do my intro until I roll up and start smoking. So intro gonna come a little bit later. It's gonna come right after I get done rolling this blunt.
Mm-hmm.
I can't give out no shout outs. I can't do shit until I start smoking. Ain't that bad?
Mm-hmm.
That's bad, but it's life.
Could be worse.
I mean, it's bad, but you realize you already sniffed in that spot, right, Dwayne? You already sniffed right there 17 times. But I guess you figured something new must have failed right there. Yeah, man, you know, being around a dog that's just nosy, not even really nosy, just curious about everything. She won't even close her eyes to even get a good rest. And to, you know what I'm saying? She got to know what's going on. She got to have her nose in everything. You know what I'm saying? You crack open an apple pie, she want to know what it smell like. She might not want none. Yeah, she gonna want some, but she want to know what it smell like though. She at least want to sniff it to see if it's edible. You know what I'm saying? She kind of like your taste tester. She gonna test it out first to make sure it's edible. So if she eat all of it,
Well,
that
I mean,
means that shit was
considering how
good.
long we've had dogs domesticated over the course of human existence, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean dogs. I mean different dogs do different things. Some are
Mm-hmm.
just laid back, some not laid back, some hyper as fuck, like little chihuahuas and shit, little poodles.
Mm-hmm.
Chihuahuas are the most hype motherfucking dog there is. Them motherfuckers are always barking. I
Mm-hmm.
remember we had one at the end of my block on 46 and Lincoln. Nigga, we had these little Mexican motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers be killing me. She said, "Hey, how you doing? Last night I was rushing and I overpaid you about $5. Only got 3 lollipops, so can you Zelle me back $5? My bad. I gotta be more careful and stop crushing. Plus, I was high.
I'm
Laugh her
sorry,
ass
what?
off. So this motherfucker, she said she overpaid me for 3 lollipops. She meant to give me 15, but she gave me 20. And now she asked me because she had a $5 back. It's like, what the fuck? Like, man, I'm about to ignore that.
No.
I'm about
No.
to ignore that. Now, what the fuck? I don't like giving you $5
When it
back. You
comes to
gave me
shit like
$5.
edibles and, and other paraphernalia like that, there are no refunds. They're auto returning the product. You get what you get. You pay what you paid. Deal with the consequences. If you fucked up, that's on you, not him.
Yeah, like yeah, I didn't say you overpaid me. I didn't even know what the fuck you gave me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, how the fuck I'm supposed to know? I was high as fuck too. I know you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You want that
I gave
$5?
you
I ain't
money.
even got
I
$5 in
gave
my
you
account.
something in return. That's the end of the transaction, period.
She was like, "Can you sell me back $5? Because I
Mm-mm.
overpaid you."
Mm-mm. That sounds like a personal problem to me.
Yeah, you should have never overpaid. You should have knew it was three suckers $5. All right, let me do my intro now. I lit up. All right, welcome to the Doe Show. We started a little bit late, but that's all right. You know what I'm saying? We got some other guests coming in later on for the show. Hopefully they tune in. If not, oh well. We don't wait on nobody. But this here is the Doe TV show where we talk about interesting things, interesting facts. We learn a lot of stuff on this show, as well as fun and comedy. You know what I'm saying? We fool around a lot, you know what I'm saying? But we also learn a lot. Like today, we're going to learn about a lot of shit today. So strap
What's
on
the
your
topic?
knowledge caps, grab you a blunt or a pipe or a joint or a vaporizer, however the hell you get high, grab it, get it, light it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got to light it, just puff on it, whatever. Get it ready to get high for this show right here. Um, all the opinions on this show are of ours, nobody else's. Okay, so whatever we say on this show is it's just our opinion. We're not saying that everybody should abide by it. We just spitting our truth. Disclaimer: I believe anybody should be able to watch this show, old or young, as long as you understand English. You know what I'm saying? You can watch this. No, it is a smoking show, so just know I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada, where it is legal, recreational, and medical. So I can smoke all motherfucking day. And with that being said, welcome to today's show. Our first, we're not even guest no more. Our first person on on the panel today, coming to you from College Station, Texas, by the way of Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. Give it up for my man James Vodera.
What's up, people? What's good, though?
What's up? What's up?
Not much,
Yeah,
man.
I invited some other people, but they gonna show up when they want to show up.
Yeah.
I got to start making the show. When I make it, I need to put out all the posts for it early.
Mm-hmm.
I could have way more people watching the show if I was to put out the post a lot earlier than a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make the show for tomorrow, but I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put it out early and shit, so people can tune in and shit. Yeah, man. So we was talking about dogs. So I hit up. I was like, when was the first dog domesticated? Well, it happened 30,000 years ago.
Long time.
There is archaeological evidence dogs were the first animals domesticated by humans more than 30 years ago, more than 10,000 years before the domestication of horses and ruminants. So, domestication of a dog began in Siberia by ancient North Eurasians that later dispersed eastwards into the Americas and westwards across of Eurasia. So, knowing that the dogs started in Siberia, I can understand Siberia. They would train shit. I wonder how the fuck they train dogs to be cool with people. You know how they did that?
Mm, probably by stealing wolf pups from mama wolves, raising them, teaching them, giving them food and shit, probably shit like that.
How was the first dog trained to like humans? So we're gonna look up when did dogs become man's best friend. So we're gonna find out about dogs. Because everybody's a dog lover, everybody has a dog, everybody owns a dog. I mean, some people own cats, you know what I'm saying, but they say that dogs are cooler than cats. I don't know. I think a cat is cooler than a dog because a cat has a lot of things to do that you don't have to really worry about it. Like all you gotta do with a cat is just change its litter box and feed it. Other than that, a cat does what the fuck it wants to do. You don't have to take it for a walk. You don't have to take it for a shit. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to care for it. You just gotta give it food in the litter box, and it'll basically do whatever the fuck it wants to do. It'll roam around your crib, do whatever it's gotta do. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
bother you. It comes to you only when it wants to fed. When it wants to be petted, it'll come to you. It'll come to you when it wants to be petted.
Yep.
A dog, you got to take it out. You got to always rub a fucking dog. You got to pet it. You got to feed it food. You got to take it out the shit. Walk it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, some dogs are cool that you want to do that for because they attack on command. And some dogs, you just be like, man, I don't want to do none of this shit, man. Dog don't do shit, but just lay there. You know what I'm saying? So I
Uh-huh.
feel, I feel that people should only have dogs trained to attack and to protect. If your dog doesn't protect, then this is like, I don't know why you got it. You need to get one that protects, one that sticks on command. You know what I'm saying? Like get them. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker attack. If the nigga broke in your house and your dog just sitting there chilling, just want pets all the time. That's not a cool dog. A dog that attacks a motherfucker that come in. A dog that don't know who you are and they attack you. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't run up to you and smell you. The first instinct it has is to bite. Like the kind of dog you got to put in the cage when your homies come over because your dog don't really know you like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna read this little paragraph about how dogs became domesticated. It's estimated about 15 to 14,000 years ago, wolves, ancestors of the modern dog, became the transition from wild animal to domesticated companion. While some remain wild, today wolves are their descendants. Others chose to associate more closely with humans. As people learn how to live with and train them, these animals began to assume important roles in society and family life, hunting, guarding, and even companionship. One sign of this bond that archaeologists have identified was burial. During this time, humans began burying dogs much like they would bury their own dead, sometimes even burying them together.
Mm-hmm.
Friendship between dogs and humans isn't just a matter of history and archaeology. Four-legged friends make appearances in ancient art around the world.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, even the Egyptians had the pictures of dogs.
While true, they did not revere dogs as much as they did felines, though. Because Egyptians were weird like that. Let's be honest. But given the climate and what they had to deal with on a regular basis, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it was hot in Egypt. I believe it was hot as fuck over there. Like you talk
Uh-huh.
about hot in Vegas, it was probably hot like this over there. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like 120 out here. It get to be motherfucking 125 out. You know what I'm saying? Like, huh? I wonder how hot it is in fucking Egypt and shit. I'm about to pull it up.
Let's find out.
I'm about to pull it up.
Currently in Cairo, it is 79 degrees at around 7 a.m., 6 a.m., something like that.
Egypt is in Israel, right?
Nah. Egypt is just southwest of Israel.
So Egypt, like if you want to type in, you want to see how hot it was in Egypt, you would type in Egypt because I mean it's
I,
got
I, I
Egypt.
looked up. I looked up current temp in Cairo because that's the capital. That's about the extent I know of Egypt, aside from Alexandria and shit. But yeah, current temp in Cairo is 79 degrees at 7 a.m.
Oh, Cairo, Egypt. Okay. So
And it's
let's see.
supposed
They
to
get
get
up
up.
to this. So they get up to be about 102. Like the rest of the week is 100, 101, 102,
Uh-huh.
102.
104, 106.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it gets
106,
pretty cold out
104.
there.
It gets pretty hot. But right now, see what I'm saying? Right now, 79 degrees, 83 degrees. But it'd be 100 degrees at 5 o'clock in the morning though.
Mm-hmm.
But in Las Vegas, it's hot to the motherfucker. It's 99 degrees. It's 100 degrees right now.
And there's already an excessive heat warning for Cairo as of an hour ago.
You know what I'm saying? But when you look at Vegas temperatures, though, you got 102, 107, 109, 110, 111, 111, 108, 107. It's just too hot. But then when you look up shit like Death Valley, they 105, 107, 109, 110, 111. It's hot as fuck out there too. It gets hot. You know what I'm saying? These desert ass lands, bro. It just gets too hot out here. You got to be in an AC all day. You cannot go outside unless it's for a purpose.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's basically the culture over there. If it's too hot out, shit shuts the fuck down unless you're out there working.
Even motherfuckers at work don't want to go to work in this shit. They be like, shit. They're gonna work in this shit.
Let's see if I'm reading this right. You remember in Origins the Siwa Oasis?
See wide Oasis.
Yeah, it's where you started out in Origins. Was in
Oh,
Siwa.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's at least a 6 or more hour trip from anything resembling civilization.
Hmm. Well, all I'm saying is it's hot. That's all I'm saying.
Oh
It
yeah,
may
it's real
not be
hot.
hot. It may not be hot where you're at, but it's hot where I'm at. It's damn hot. Let's talk about marijuana for a second here. They have changed the terp profile on this weed, and they still call it indica. I don't even know how they do that. I don't even know how they can still call it indica. It has no myrcene in it. It has no myrcene whatsoever in it. So you can't really call it. Well, they don't call it indigo. They call it a hybrid. It really is a hybrid. I'm waiting for them to sell out this shit. I'm waiting for them to sell out this shit so I can have something else.
What is it? What's the strain?
Roller pigeon, and drooler.
Oh shit! For real?
They changed it to hybrid. Like I don't know how the fuck they be changing plants, man. That's how I know they doing something to the weed.
Mm-hmm.
Because they changing the fucking dynamics of it so much. Like they changed it from indica to sativa to hybrid. You know what I'm saying? Like how? I mean, once an indica is an indica, it's always an indica. It can't change to a sativa. It can't do any of that shit. It has to always be an indica. I don't understand how you can change it around and make it be something it's not supposed to be.
Genetic manipulation, my friend.
Oh yeah, I know. I know they manipulate the motherfucking strains.
I mean, this goes beyond just selective crossbreeding. This is actual real-time manipulation of the genetic structure.
Look, they changed the roller pigeon to a fucking sativa. How the fuck is the gram a sativa, but the indica is the eighth? I mean, the eighth is an indica.
Yep. Sounds hinky. Really fucking hinky.
Like how the hell is the grams a sativa, but the eighths are indica? Like how the hell do you even do that?
Short answer, you're not.
It's like how the hell do you even do some of the things that they be doing to the weed?
Like it's either they got one specific strain that isn't indica for one, and another specific strain that's a sativa for the other, or somebody's just bullshitting. Me personally, I think somebody's just bullshitting.
Well, it says it on the package. It says it on the fucking package. I mean, you can't really say what it is because you're not the one growing it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what the fuck. You can't be like, yeah, you lying. Yeah, you can't be like that because you don't know because you ain't the one growing it. So you have to go by whatever the fuck they say it is.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I was growing it, then I could be like, nah, that's not real. But if it starts off as an indica, it always has to be an indica. I don't understand how the fuck they can change it. That's where I'm getting at. How the fuck do they change it from an indica to a sativa?
Ah,
When
no.
a seed, oh shit, what you do?
My hand twitched and it bumped the blunt as I was rolling it. It's alright though. It landed in the tray, so I can save it. I got the last third of the blunt, man.
How much weed you got left?
I got a couple grams left in the roaches still. That's gonna be all heavily resonated, so that's gonna be relegated to the pipe. This is probably gonna be the last blunt I ever roll for a while.
Let's see. You know, they be having some weird ass names when they come to motherfucking to weed. They name weed arm candy. The fuck is an arm candy?
Arm candy is a
Yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck is arm candy? Purple pubic patch.
the fuck.
I made that up. I made that one up. You know what I'm saying? Not purple pubic patch. You know what I'm saying? If I was able,
called purple penny dropper?
yeah, something like that. But no, I'm saying they got like they all right. So they got a strain called soap.
Soap?
Yeah, soap. Like who the fuck would smoke a bar of soap? Like who gonna smoke a bar? I mean, even purple penny dropper.
Like, wow.
Purple monkey balls. Purple monkey balls.
Purple monkey balls.
Yeah, purple. It's not, and you know what? It's not even purple. You know what I'm saying? We have went far away from perp weed. You don't find too much perp
Why
weed
would you
anymore.
call weed purple if it's not fucking purple? What?
Because if you grow it, you can name it, and that's just what they named it. They named it purple monkey balls. But we don't find too much perp anymore. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a lot of perp. Granddaddy perp is nowhere to be found anymore. You can't even get no granddaddy perp. If you do, I don't know where you can get it from. I just know you can't get it no more. Maui Wowie, White Widow, Northern Lights, Thunderfuck. You can't get shit like that anymore. Even Skywalker OG.
Diner blends this shit nowadays.
Skywalker OG, Platinum OG, Venom OG. Just can't get these strains anymore. And it's fucked up. I'm over here looking. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really fucking look. You have to really fucking look when you want something. I mean, because every dispensary kind of carry the same fucking weed. Everybody's got a gelato. Everybody got runs. Everybody got Skittles. I think the only one that doesn't carry the same strain of weed would be who the fuck is that? Cookies on the Strip. They might not. They actually got different weed than everybody else. I'm gonna read you their list. But first, I'm gonna bring in the next guest up to the panel. She hails from Palm Springs Valley, California, by the way of Coachella, LA County, San Bernardino, Cali. You know, mostly all of Cali. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit of Vegas. Welcome to the panel, Miss Flower Thomas.
Hi, good evening. Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
It's okay.
How are you both this evening?
Yeah, we on here talking about weed, so it's all good.
Oh, well, that's always a good subject when you got Doughboy talking about weed.
we talking about weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? We talk about where you can find perp at nowadays. It ain't too many places.
Ooh, I found perp in a bag inside of a box that I put away since last summer.
Well, that shit's gonna be kind of well. If it ain't in a cool spot where it's gonna be nice and fluffy, that shit
it's
dry
still
as hell.
Fluffy. No, it's still fluffy. It was in a real good Ziploc, and then parked away in a dark place. So it's still very fluffy, and I can't wait to smoke it.
Oh, okay. Like I was talking
and it's
about,
real purple. And you know what? I got it off of a dispensary from Antelope Valley. Is that Antelope Valley? I think up there. Is that what they call that?
Oh, I don't know.
Apple Valley, Antelope Valley, somewhere up there. Somewhere up to 14.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were talking about weird ass, strange motherfucking names they gave to weed and shit. And here's a weird ass name. They got a weed called. What'd you say, James?
So I'm looking at Leafly right now for what Smack has currently in their stock back in Oklahoma.
What is Leafly?
Leafly is a program that's on the internet. It's just like Weed Maps, except Leafly.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Except Leafly gives you more detail. Yeah, Leafly is a good ass software thing to use. It actually gives better detail into the weed. And it can tell you where certain dispensaries are at all over the world. You know what I'm saying? You put in your city, it'll tell you. But when it tells you about the weed and reads it about the weed, and then it lets you know where you can find the weed at. You know what I'm saying? If you was actually looking at it because you wanted to get some, it'll let you know where it's at.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah. Like I'm browsing Leafly for Smack's products right now, and apparently they've got Jealousy in stock. Now this shit looks fucking nice, purple and orange. I can dig it.
Yeah, we got Jealousy out here. I started to see. I think when D had told me about it, he's like, "Yeah, I got this shit called Jealousy." And I started seeing it
Oh,
out here. Like,
jealousy. I thought you were really talking about like people being jealous and hating on the weed. Go ahead.
no, jealousy. That's the name of the
It's
weed.
a strain. That's a
Yeah,
strain.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
They also got a strain called prenup.
Okay. Ain't that stuff? Be like, look, pick up a little jealousy, a little prenup, before your before your smoke session.
And talking about jealousy, they got a strain called purple octane jealousy.
Ooh.
Wow.
Purple
I
octane.
mean, the jealousy I'm seeing on here is already purpley as fuck with plenty of orange mixed in. But I just came across an indica called the original Z. This shit looks frosty.
The original Z.
The original Z.
Now you
Where's
want to know
give me my
about a
glass?
weed that's purple?
This
Where's
shit.
You
the
want to know
glass?
about a weed that's purple?
Where
Yeah,
should
Girl
be at?
Scout cookies.
Longer on the
Here's
tip.
White Widow and Apple Fritter and Sherbet on deck.
Ooh, White Widow. I've had some White Widow before. I don't know if I've
This is
had
purple.
Sherbert.
This is
Oh,
purple.
that's
No.
pretty right there, though.
You see
Shit.
that flower?
Yes, I do. I'll have to
That's
send you a picture of my purple. I can't show it on tonight because it's locked away in my box, but I'll have to show you this purple that I have because it is like, I don't know, it literally looks like purple rain.
Oh, Granddaddy Perp on deck. Cereal Milk, Pineapple Express.
yeah, but is it the real Granddaddy Ferb?
I
Motherfuckers
mean,
just say they got.
it's some nice looking purple.
Now, is that something you guys find? Is that some of the original strains of those names that we had like years ago? Are you finding that they live up to the name, or that they've been severely kind of
Well,
Now,
down?
Granddaddy
back
Ferb.
in the early 2000s, before I met you, Doe, I had a chance to smoke with Tommy Chong up in Lansing, Illinois, when he was
Oh,
there
that's
for a
right.
radio promotion, and he had some Maui Wowie with him, and
Ooh.
that shit hit. Like it put me on my ass for a good hour. It wasn't for at least another hour and a half before I could leave just from the high.
That's the real shit. I remember those days. Like, oh man.
I've gotten high like that. I've gotten high like that. I've gotten pretty high like that. Smoking with a lot of different people I've smoked with over my time. But yeah, I've gotten pretty fucked up. I remember one time I was smoking weed with that nigga Spice. I was at his house. Nigga, I got so high, I had to lay the fuck down. This nigga had somewhere to go. I like, nigga, I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna just lay right here on the couch for a couple minutes. I ended up falling asleep at that nigga crib. Nigga, I was high as shit. And that's how you know what? You know you're real cool with a motherfucker when you can fall asleep at their house and they don't fuck with you. They just
Right.
let you sleep. They just let you sleep. They just let you be cool and shit. You just get up and leave whenever the fuck you want to. But you know what I'm saying? That's how you know you're around cool motherfuckers. Now a non-cool
Speaking
nigga will wake you up and be like, yo man, you can't sleep up here, nigga. You got to go. That's a fucked up nigga. Like, damn nigga, I'm high, nigga. What the fuck you mean? You just go out your car and just go to sleep. Fuck it, I just stayed in my car.
speaking of, how was your show last night?
Really closed.
It was very beautiful. Shout out to the comedians that performed. Shout out to that nigga Spice One. It was a very beautiful show. It started raining during the time that it was supposed to start. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It started
okay.
like 8, 9 o'clock, but it started raining hard as fuck. And I think that is what kept a lot of people in the house. You know what I'm saying a lot of
Oh,
people.
that's too bad.
Yeah, a lot of people like at least 30 people did not show up that I had invited, and they probably didn't come because it was raining like a motherfucker. So they
Yeah,
didn't show up.
I had flash thunderstorms coming through the desert, and so one of the roads, and I couldn't get out of here, and I really wanted to, so it was kind of sad.
Well,
Yeah.
But there will be another show, and we will make it happen again.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be another show. You know what I'm saying? I did the auctioning of the $5 raffle to win the free zip. You know what I'm saying? I raffled off a free zip.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I made little bit of bread on that, but I had to give it all the spice though. I had to pay that nigga for the rest of his money and
Yeah.
shit. So that's all good. But I know that I can raffle off a zip at a motherfucking show and niggas will get in for it. So
Okay. Okay. That could be a good marketing tool for you for a lot of
yeah.
other stuff.
Now they really didn't buy edibles. And so now my edible man is talking about he don't want to come back no more because he ain't making no money. And then that's okay. I'll start making edibles. So that's what's up.
Yeah. Because
I'll
you
start
can make
making
them
edibles.
yourself.
Yeah, I'll make Rice Krispie treats for the next show.
You you make amazing Rice Krispie or all different cereal. You don't just do Rice Krispies. He does all different kind of cereals and candies. I like the hard candies too.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? It's fuck it. I'll just do it, and then we'll just do it like that. And I'll keep making food because I have brought food. Now a couple people bought food. You know what I'm saying? But the way I wanted it to go, it didn't go how I wanted it. So
I understand.
next time it'll be better because I know what to do now. So
I
you
understand.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can prepare for it better now. And
That's
I'm gonna
really
have
good when you can use everything as a learning experience. Some people give up too easily. Some people complain too easily. But when you can take everything as a learning experience and just a different way to kind of tweak what works, then you're in a good position.
oh yeah, I could take constructive criticism. I could take all of that, and I know that
Yeah.
I got to do a different way. So I'm gonna move the show to probably like August 17th or the 24th,
Okay.
and then you know what I'm saying I'm gonna give it a little bit of time because I need to get some more bread. I'm gonna make a profit off of this.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna make a profit off this shit. But the show went well though. Shout out to
Hey,
Robert Smart, Monty Cruz, Kevin Winnie, Young Geese, uh, Jay Coldwater, and that nigga Spice One, man. Shout out to all them cats, man. They did an excellent job. Cause the people that did come, it was still kind of packed because it was nowhere else to sit. Put it
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's cool that the 30 people did show up because they would have had nowhere to sit. You know what I'm saying? So we still filled it out and we still had an amazing show. We still rocked it. And everybody got high. Everybody
Great.
got
That's
high.
good.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what matters.
They laughed. They rocked out with Spice. Spice was gonna do one or two songs, but ended up doing 6 songs and shit. He even did my
Oh,
favorite song.
he's one of my favorite artists to see on stage because when he's feeling it and he's having a good time, it reminds him of back in the day when music was first started and that feeling and I think he just rocks. Like he just loves to keep performing, and I really have always loved that about him.
Hmm. And I mean, I'm saying he rocked out. You know what I'm saying? And, he did some new shit. He did some old shit. He took us back to the young Spice and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did some new shit. He did a couple new songs. He rocked out with that. They was bumping their head on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It was just a nice to spend the time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And to follow up with Spice One, I'm gonna bring on the Lions. Now the Lions is a group from Las Vegas, and they're pretty tight, man. I
okay.
don't know. I don't know if they're shit. I just know the Lions. You can look them up on. I guess you can look them up on YouTube or whatever. But they're called the Lions, and they're a pretty tight ass group from out here in Vegas. And I'm gonna bring them on next show. You know what I'm saying I'm gonna
Okay.
fuck with them see if I can get them on next show.
So,
Because yes,
so I just
what?
found out something after doing a little digging. Apparently, Smack is permanently closed down as of June 30th.
Oh, okay. Well, why they closed down?
Listed dispensaries had products from Graves Farm Organics LLC that were not properly tested. Graves
I guess
Farm
they
fucking
just,
up.
I guess that'll get you shut down if you don't properly test it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know they fucking with the
Yeah.
weed.
Well,
Yeah, but
compliance.
they're
So
closed.
and that's why I say I believe that compliance completely Like
a lot of places in Oklahoma got the licenses with the OMMA revoked because of this shit. Like there
yeah.
are hundreds of dispensaries that are shut down.
Yeah, here too. They keep
All
shutting
of
them
them.
down left and right.
And one of the ones affected
Yeah,
was the one I frequented was Smack Dispensary.
yeah. Like a couple of them here got shut down because they didn't keep up with their licenses and shit. And it's like,
And
licensing is expensive. You know what I'm saying? It is, you know what I'm saying? Different states got different prices, but overall, a fucking marijuana license, nigga, is fucking expensive as hell.
Well,
yes,
And we
it
gonna
yeah,
is.
and honest be told, I know a couple owners out here that have had dispensaries since everything was legal and lawed, and they don't make anything. So they're not even turning a profit. They're everything that they're being taxed and that they're like having to do license and keeping the doors open. They're barely staying open themselves, even on a profit, much less not being able to keep up with a permit and then getting shut down. So
Mm-hmm.
while we think that it's a big money business, somehow it's really not. It's a big money business with the taxes.
so check this out. So if you wanted to open up a dispensary in Las Vegas, Nevada, the initial application fee is a non-refundable fee of $5,000, and then after that you'll have to pay a $20,000 license fee for your cannabis retail establishment.
Per year?
Probably so. So that's
Okay.
$25,000 you got to spend to open up a motherfucking license. But
That's
then
it.
that's
That,
no no no
that's
no.
that's
That's
just to
just to
cover
get
your
the license.
licensing.
Okay,
Now
because
you
I'm
got to
like,
find the building. You got to find a building, and then you're gonna have to get a person to grow it. It's got to be a big enough place for you to grow weed in there. So then you got to have a growing license. You know
well,
what I'm
wait, because
saying?
you don't have to grow weed to be a dispensary. You could just be a sales.
All right. Well, then you got to just pay for the
But you
building.
still
And
got
the
to find
building could
someone
be.
to best
And
stock it.
Then you
if I
you got to get
understand it right, you have to find all the building and all of the go through before you can actually apply for the license because the license is based upon the building and the owner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how it works in Oklahoma.
Okay. Yeah, well, actually, surprisingly, that doesn't even sound like a quarter of the cost for California.
Yeah. I'm about to tell you one second. I'm gonna tell you all the fees.
But if it's that cheap, I mean, I actually know veteran rapper legend that wants to do that. He wants to get into his own dispensary and be like, even if he's the face of the dispensary. So if anybody's got the licensing and the bread going and wants them a
Yeah, but they
celebrity
said if you
front,
want to open up a dispensary in Las Vegas, you got to have significant capital. Whatever the fuck capital is, you got to have a lot of that.
Uh,
money,
capital is funds that you have readily available instantly.
honey,
Oh,
it's cash flow, liquid
so yeah, it says about you need about
capital.
$300,000.
Okay, for
You need
other
about three
licensing.
hundred thousand dollars in capital to even consider opening up a dispensary in Vegas. So now that's
So
three
is that
hundred
for other
twenty-five
licensing?
thousand. Huh?
Is that for other licensing and stuff or what?
No, that's just for. I guess that's just for capital. I guess whatever capital they said you gotta have a 300,000.
Oh, like it's almost like buying a house. You have to show that you got the bread before they even give you a license. Because they gonna keep taxing your ass.
And
So
then
it might
a
be like
dispense-
a bread. It might be that kind of a situation where they are going off of your credit and off of your capital to even be able to acquire a license.
and then a dispensary must be more than 1,500 feet from a casino, 1,000 feet from a school, and 300 feet from a community facility.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be hard as fuck in Vegas. They put the casinos everywhere. So you're gonna have to shit. You're gonna have to pick you have to build like out in the middle of the fucking desert, like going towards Pahrump.
Here
You
we go.
want to build the casino out there.
Let's see.
Well, like the shopping plazas, like I go to a place called, I think it's called, mm, is it called Thrive? No, wait, you were advertising for a place recently. Was it called Thrive?
Yeah.
Okay, I actually drove by one of those places when I was in town. And I thought of you because of the advertisement, just not even because we did the advertisement, but just because I was like, hey, I know somebody who mentioned Thrive. Like, I didn't go in, but I could have, but at least I acknowledged that I had heard it from somewhere. But there are dispensaries all over, like the MedMan and stuff like that, and just regular plazas. And like it's across the street from a casino, but you said how many feet? It has to be like 15 feet or 50
Yeah.
feet.
No, 1,500.
1,500 feet. So okay, so that's really so think about over there off of like Harmon and Paradise over at the Hard Rock. There's that MedMan that's over there. So that would be 1,500 feet is basically just across the street.
Yeah, yeah. I'm reading. What I'm saying, how to open up a dispensary in Las Vegas, and it's
I'm
it's
doing the
it's
same
so
for
fucking
Oklahoma.
expensive. It's like
It's
you
just
don't even want to do it.
Exactly, but that is literally why people a lot of people don't, and it's hard to acquire the licensing, and there's a lot of red tape, especially when you spending that kind of bread. You don't want to fuck up any of them steps and any of that red tape because they'll throw your whole shit out and make you start again.
Yeah, it's like it's
Because
a
they
lot of
did say it
shit.
was non-refundable, right? Non-refundable fees, meaning I can submit this and y'all don't have to approve me and I don't get shit back.
Only place I seen non-refundable was the $5,000.
Yeah,
That's all. That's the only place I've seen a non-refundable spot at. Every other thing they were
right.
talking about paying money into, I guess it's refundable. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but shit, it just costs a lot of fucking money. So you gotta have $300,000 of capital, 20,000 for the fucking license fee, 5,000 for some other shit that you don't even get back.
And that's
Uh,
only if you're sure, because like you were saying, if you make it into an actual, if you have any growing going on inside of there, that's that's a gang another numbers.
yeah. That makes it beef it up. If you growing if you buy a big enough building to grow your own weed in that bitch, then then you gotta get a grower license, then you gotta get a cultivator license. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get a
Yeah,
lot of then all your agents that get jobs at your spot gotta also
yeah.
they gotta pay for their own agent card and all the other shit. But you
But
gotta you
they I
gotta
gotta
be able
be
to
like papered up. Yeah.
you gotta be able to supply everybody that's working there with their pay. Then you gotta have product. Then you gotta grow different amounts. You gotta grow different types of weed. You gotta grow different types of weed all the time.
We we
And
should fuck up the game and not sell different strains of weed, only sell one strain of weed, but make it the best super strain of weed.
that ain't gonna really push because you're gonna have to change it up because when you smoke the same weed too much, you get immune to it. Then it stops getting you high. So
The purpose of that.
I prefer a place that has multiple sources of weed. You know what I'm saying? They got different kinds. I mean, I like to
Me too.
choose
I
different
guess you're
kinds.
right.
Like if you grew like Venom OG, Roller Pigeon, and Drooler, you could probably make a killing because that's one of the top three motherfucking weeds in Vegas.
Yeah,
So you
because
could
that shit's
probably win
popular.
with that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can probably, you know what I'm saying? You can have a gelato and a runch and a Skittles. You just sell those six flavors, 2 or 3
Yeah.
months, and then you change up. Then yeah, you can probably make a killing, but you have to grow your own weed. I say grow your own weed. I say find a big enough building to grow your own weed because you need all of the profit. You know what I'm saying? You just spent all this money. You spent over $1.2 million even to start your motherfucking dispensary. That's building included. That's all the fees. You know what I'm saying? That's everything included. But you just spent about $1 million to even start a motherfucking dispensary. You need to get that $1 million back. So you need to be able to grow weed. So you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You're gonna
That's
end
the
up
best.
like Mike Tyson did out here in the desert, and he didn't. And he got this land out here. He acquired all this land. He put the dispensary there. They start growing the weed and all that kind of stuff. And then he's trying to turn it into a is this the one that was in the freezer? He's trying to turn it into like a big weed resort with like a lazy river and all types of stuff like that. But then he started fighting with the city and the county to get the water rights, and they wouldn't approve the water rights. So then he was out like millions, right?
Oh,
And
that's all
now the
right. You
place
know,
just sits. Now the place just sits empty. Like they still grow and everything, but it's like it looks like a ghost town. And they have their own street name and everything. It's called Coachillin.
oh well, I mean, he cool because I mean, you know, when he's selling out with that Mike Tyson brand, that Mike Tyson 2.0, that Tyson 2.0, that
Yeah,
brand is killing the motherfucking market. Everybody loves Toad, Sour Diesel, Roller Pigeon. You know what I'm saying? They like, you know, Uppercut. You know what I'm saying? They like all that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit's up there. That shit's
Man,
good.
since it's Tyson, I gotta ask: is there a strain called earbite?
No, but he does have gummies called ear bites. Yeah, he does. He does
I know
make
about the
gummies.
gummies. You told me about the gummies. I wondered if he had a strain called that too.
Nah, he ain't got a strain called ear bite, but he got gummies called ear bites. You know what I'm saying? And I heard he give Holyfield some good bread.
Hey, gotta make a buck off anything, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, somebody named the motherfucking strain Purple Monkey Balls. Hey man, he probably donate some of the money to the monkeys. Cause he used their name and he used their balls.
Real talk though.
Balls. This motherfucker used the monkey and his balls. He must, you know what I'm saying? He got paid. He got paid some of that money. Yeah, but but after you spend about $1 million, even opening up a dispensary, yeah, you want to be able to grow because you want to make all that money back. You got to. And I sell it all for like 25, 30 bucks an eighth. You know what I'm saying? Because taxes out here are gonna be extravagant. So you gotta make sure you gotta get that low tax bracket so that you know what I'm saying, the taxes you charge on that motherfucker won't even be extensive. It'd be like for like $25, you know what I'm saying, the motherfucker without the taxes on there it should be like $29 out the door. And I'm gonna have to pay for it to where I can get the actual price of what it is put on the site already. So if you bring 30 bucks, you can get something out the door.
The only way, the only way you can undercut the industry that much is if you have enough liquefiable funds to cover the cost. Other
capital.
than that, you're going to lose a lot of profit. You'll make a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
people happy. They'll keep coming to you. You'll eventually even out and start making a profit again, but it's going to take a while.
but no, I'm saying that $1 million I stated at the beginning, $1 million covers all the building costs. It covers everything. The
I'm
paying
not,
of
I'm not talking about the
the
building costs
employees,
now. I'm not talking about
everybody.
the building costs and everything, though. I'm talking about the profit you're going to make from selling. If
Yeah,
if you're selling for that price to undercut the rest of the industry, you're going to have to cover cover the other the overhead for it before, and even out when you start getting a lot of customers because of the low prices, so you can start making a profit again. It's going to take a few months, but you'll eventually start making a profit.
And
oh
that's why they say that you need to have a really high amount of capital, because if you are weighing your sales for profit, you're never going to make it. You have to just have already been able to be floating, and then like you said, getting back to profit is where you're really going to see the balance, because if you're trying to see profit in the build, it's not going to be there, and you have to be able to have enough capital to hold yourself for about 3 years.
and then on
I'd say
top of that,
3 years is a good
then
is about
other
that time.
growers will pay you bread to put their product in your motherfucking store. So you know what I'm saying? You'll get money from
Exactly.
that shit. You know what I'm saying? You'll get sponsorships and all kind of other shit that come along with having a fucking dispensary. If you got a hype ass dispensary, especially if you're well known. Like if I had a dispensary in Vegas, I'm pretty sure I can get a lot of people to come to it and probably keep coming to it. You know what I'm saying? As
I'm
soon as I
gonna
set
keep
up,
that. I will keep that in mind in my proposal for somebody who I know is looking to do that. Now that we have the specs on it.
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if I open up a dispensary, yeah, a lot of people's coming to it. They always come to it. They know Doughboy got that fire. So they gonna come to that bitch. And then I'm gonna open up a smoke lounge in that motherfucker so I can get
Yeah.
twice the motherfucking profits.
So
Yeah.
yes, it's really, really cool to see that Vegas has passed some of the laws to have the smoke lounges. I've been doing the smoke lounge thing out here in California for years now. Like we've had that availability. On Thursday night, I had a group in town and from different places, and they wanted to go do some hanging out. So I thought the perfect place for them would be the smoke lounge. Because then they could do their vapes, they could smoke weed. The people that smoke weed could smoke weed. And they played Loteria night. So there was like an activity there. There was a DJ. It's a really, really cool, interesting concept, the smoking lounge. And I think it's very needed. And people have always been real shunned against it. But like a bar serves drink after drink after shot. So why can't a weed bar serve bong after blunt after joint? Like it doesn't make any sense. It's the same type of feeling. And it's
And
very
then,
chill vibe. So a weed lounge is definitely the way to go moving
then on
forward.
top of that, a motherfucker that smoke weed and drive, he is a lot safer than a nigga who's drunk driving. Drunk
Exactly.
driving has killed many motherfucking people in the world. A nigga that's smoking
Drunk
weed
drivers,
and driving,
their world shrinks to themselves. Pot smoker, their world expands to include every fucking buddy within 50 miles of them. They are paranoid about anything and everything when they're driving.
Exactly. They'll sit in the parking lot for the rest of the night before getting on the road and wake up and then go home.
Been there,
you know
done
what I'm
that.
saying? Because after you smoking a weed lounge, you get high, you're gonna go out to your car and you're gonna fall the fuck asleep right in the motherfucking car. Then you're gonna wake up and drive home. And then when you drive when you high, you literally think about every other car on the road while you driving.
Oh yeah.
You driving the speed limit and shit. You're probably driving lower than the fucking speed limit, but you're gonna make it to your destination because you high.
Settle right at the speed limit and do not move.
Okay. And tonight's show is sponsored by MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Oh, okay. That's what MAD stands for. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
MAD,
never
that
knew.
MADD has always stood for Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Oh, okay. So it can't be.
If you're out there having if you're out
driving.
there having a cocktail this evening, keep it easy. You guys drink responsibly and don't get on the road. Don't drink and drive. Save lives.
You can't be a father and not and hate drunk driving. Can't be a
You know
father
what? We have FAD. It's called FAD. I think that people aren't as popular with it because it sounds a little bit fruity. But we have definitely. I definitely. We could call it PAD. Parents Against Drunk Driving. People Against Drunk Driving. Citizens Against Drunk Driving. Fathers, mothers. We're all against drunk driving. And we're all united now. Let's just not do it. Drunk driving, don't do it.
And this
Call
show
a
has been
designated driver. We have too many. One more on the drunk driving. We have too many Ubers, Lyfts, Hood Ubers, ride share. Just don't do it.
If you're gonna drink, get a ride. Also, if you're gonna do anything, smoke marijuana because alcohol is literally a poison.
Yeah, and if you're gonna drink, you should definitely give somebody a ride or get a ride. Yes.
If you don't drink root beer. It's better for you than regular beer. So if you really take it up a notch, drink a root beer float. You know what I'm saying? It reminds you of what beer should taste like.
Now,
And with
I'm
that
not
being
going.
said,
Hmm?
huh?
I was gonna say, over the course of my 40 years on this rock, I have driven drunk once. I was lucky enough not to hit anybody and make it home safely. It was a 40-minute drive, and I was lit off my ass from Everclear.
Allegedly.
No, this ain't no alleged. This happened. This was when I
Yeah, I
was
guess.
way younger back in Mississippi.
Yeah, it happened so many years ago. You don't have to really say allegedly. It's only when we're talking about something that happened in the last couple of weeks. You know, yeah, allegedly it happened.
No, I'm saying allegedly it was only 40 minutes because if you're drunk, sometimes time gets away from you.
Oh no, not with me. I'm clear as a bell when I'm drunk. I just can't control myself sometimes.
Yeah, we know that. We know that. We know he can't handle his 211 though.
Here we go again.
You know he can't handle his 211. He might be able to handle everything else, but malt liquor is a lot different than real liquor and all kinds of other liquor. Malt liquor
I just
does.
did not fuck with anything that was high gravity anymore. Everything else was fine. That high gravity shit hits you like a truck.
Four Loko do too.
Hmm.
Four Locos.
I've
Four
never had
Locos.
Four Loko though.
Yeah, Four Locos. They kind of hit, depending on what flavor you get. You know what I'm saying? The Four Locos hit.
Shit, the
Who
last
else
time
is
I had
sponsored by?
it was
Who
actually
else
pretty
is sponsored
interesting
by
last time I
tonight?
had 411.
I'm not sponsored by anybody, so shout out to niggas with high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we didn't went a minute over the hour. I'm trying to keep it low because I ain't got that much time left.
Yeah.
I gotta keep it low. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to James, shout out to Flower for being here tonight, man. Flower, you got anything you want to shed light on?
I just want to say thank you for inviting me, and everybody have a good night out there. And thanks to Doughboy and the Dough Show. And James, have yourself a good week. We're starting with Monday tomorrow. And speaking of Monday, you can go to Girl Monday Glamorous and have fun. Oh, there's a .com there.
James, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to Marijuana. Shout out to you, Doe, for having me on. Shout out to you, Fly, for showing up. Shout out to everybody with diabetes. Fuck it.
Oh, okay. All right, well, shout out to everybody with diabetes and high blood pressure. Shout out to people with fat feet. You know what I'm saying? You got fat feet because you didn't have too much fucking salt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them fat footed motherfuckers. Too much salt that made the foot fat. Now they can't put their foot inside the damn shoe. But
oh my goodness.
Fuck it. Shout out to MSG.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you know, like I said, all the comedians that showed up last night. Spice. Shout out to the biker club, man. Shout out to Sin City Disciples. You know what I'm saying? Put on the little comedy showing their shit every month. Shout out to everybody in the world. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to James and Flower for coming through. Not making this a boring ass podcast by myself, so they came through. So that's what's up. Yeah. You know.
Shout out to you, Doughboy, for creating the show, for having comedy shows, for putting other comedies on, for letting other people utilize your platform to be themselves and have a safe place to give their opinions and to learn new things.
Yeah.
Cheers, I'll drink to that. No.
Yeah.
I'll smoke to that.
Oh yeah. Hey, man, get your like, motherfucking shit. You a bold motherfucking dog sniffing all up on my shit, nigga. Fuck ass. Yeah, so let me go. I gotta give me some more weed. I go to one of these dispensaries and get me some more weed.
Drive safe and have a good night.
Yep, I sure will.
Good night, James.
Good night, Flower.
Yep, I'll see you on the PS app.
She just messaged me when you get
Certainly.
home. I think going to the dispensary.
Oh yeah, yeah. I am going to the dispensary. So
Yeah, just
I'm
hit me
just
up on
saying,
Facebook when you get home.
huh?
Just hit me up on
Is it?
Facebook when you get home. Make a party.
Oh, okay. All right. I can do
All right.
that.
Yep. Peace, bro.
Yep. Peace out. See you later, Flower. Oh, and like I always like to say, smoke that shit. Do not waste that shit, as always. Peace out,
Smoke it or
people.
smoke it or